Before this video starts, I need you guys to follow my Twitter if you haven't already. If you are not following my Twitter, you must be crazy, so be sure to do that. There is a link in the description. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 mice for Fortnite Season 5. This is a video that I've wanted to make for quite some time because a lot of players ask me what mouse they should buy. And in this video, I will give you 5 good choices for all price points. So be sure to use code SONATAFN if you want to support me, and let's get into the video. So before I get into exactly what the top 5 mice are, I am going to be explaining why your mouse in Fortnite really matters. So your mouse is just like all of the other gaming peripherals that you have. It really just controls your precision aim and your movement in game. Those mechanics are arguably some of the most important, and if you have a good mouse that has a good sensor, you'll be able to do them more fluidly. Your mouse can also control your input delay. Depending on what type of switches under the mouse buttons your mouse has, it can control how fast or slow your mechanics, edits, builds, and aim are. It's extremely important that you play on a DPI in a sense that is comfortable for you, and a mouse that has 20,000 DPI won't necessarily benefit you because nobody really plays on 20,000 DPI. However, if you guys really do want to properly be able to track and move places, you guys should get a mouse with a proper sensor, because you guys may have noticed if you've ever played with a non-gaming mouse that when you flick, it doesn't really flick, it kind of just does a little circle. That's due to the sensor technology on that type of mouse. If you have a good mouse that has good glides, good sensor, and good switches, you'll just be able to do everything a lot easier. Also, oftentimes the lifespan for these type of mice is way longer than other types. Mice with better technology and better sensors have a way longer lifespan, which means that they have more clicks in them and they have a better sensor lifespan. So all in all, you can spend less money for a mouse to last longer. And on top of all of this, a lot of mice that are gaming mice are a lot cheaper than expensive work mice. So now I'm going to be going over the criteria for the mouse picks that I'm going to be making. So the criteria are pretty simple and basic. The first one is obviously the price. Price is an important factor all around. You guys need to know the price of something before you purchase it, and you guys need to know if it is worth your money. So the second main factor that I'm going to be going over is the weight of the mouse. That is one very important thing when it comes to Fortnite. If a mouse is lighter, your mechanics will be better, and if a mouse is heavier, your aim will be better. I've already gone over that in various videos, so that is the second factor that I'm going to be using. So the third factor that I'm going to be looking into for these mice is the features that it has. So this can include the glides of the mouse, the switches on the mouse, the side buttons, the sensors. It can pretty much include anything that makes this mouse a very unique type of product. You guys will see that I talk about the DPI of these mice, the speed of them, and the essential purchase rate. So the final set of criteria that I'm going to be going over for these mice is the bang for your buck factor. This basically goes over everything we've already gone over before, and it compares it to the price, seeing if this mouse is really worth your money or not. But realistically, those are the 5 criteria, and now let's get into these mice. So the first mouse that I'm going to be going over is known as the Cooler Master MM710. So this mouse comes in at $50 US and it weighs 53 grams. So because it weighs 53 grams, it obviously is one of the lighter mice on this list. It also has really good glides and also a very good sensor. Its sensor can go up to 20,000 DPI, and its glides are made out of a 95% PTFE feet. Basically what that means is that this mouse will glide very well on various mouse pads. And then again, you can also just get hyperglides or other third-party mouse feet. So I'm also going to be comparing the bang for your buck, and the bang for your buck for this mouse is 7 out of 10. So the second mouse I'm going to be going over is known as the Glorious Model O Wireless. This mouse came out at the end of 2020 and it comes in at $80 US. It weighs 69 grams and it is wireless, so it's easier to control with your hand, and it also comes with extremely good PTFE feet. Once again, this means that it'll glide very well on mouse pads, especially cloth mouse pads. It'll glide very, very well on. And it also has a 30,000 DPI sensor if you guys want to go that high. This mouse has a very cool ergonomic design and it has very responsive side buttons. I personally have used this mouse at least 5 times and it is very, very good when you use it. So the bang for your buck score is going to be a 9 out of 10. So the third mouse we're going to be talking about is known as the Razer Viper Ultimate. So this mouse does come in at the steep price of $150 US, but that also includes the charging dock so that you guys will not need to charge it. Obviously this mouse is wireless and it comes in at 74 grams in weight. The thing that makes this mouse unique is that it has an optical switch under its mouse buttons. These will give you the fastest response, literally actuating at the speed of light. Basically, the way that the technology works is it sends a beam of light and that's how it actuates. This mouse obviously comes with good glides, by far the best that I've used on any Razer mouse ever, and it's once again wireless and it has the Razer optical sensor. This sensor is arguably one of the most responsive sensors that I've used, so I would highly recommend it if you guys are looking for sensitivity. The bang for your buck level is going to be an 8 out of 10 simply because this mouse is quite expensive. Continuing on, we have the finalmouse Ninja Air 58. So there's some issues with price with this mouse. When this mouse originally launched, it was $90, but in actuality, you guys can find it on Amazon and eBay selling for around $600. So obviously, it depends what price you get it at, but for the most part, let's just say that it's around $90. So this mouse comes in at 58 grams, just as the name implies, and it is also easiest to control because of how amazing the glides are. The glides on this mouse are arguably the best that I've ever used. So obviously, if you guys can get it at that $90 price point, this one is going to be a 10 out of 10. However, just because it's not really available right now, I would say that it's around an 8 out of 10 in terms of the bang for your buck level. So the final mouse that I'm going to go over is known as the G Pro X Superlight. I am not going to be including the G Pro Wireless on this list simply because the G Pro X Superlight is a better version of the G Pro Wireless. So this mouse comes in at a whopping $150. It weighs 62 grams and it has great glides and it has a good wireless light speed sensor. It doesn't have any of those fancy optical switches or it doesn't have the greatest glides. However, you guys can purchase glides alongside this mouse. However, because the price is the same as the Razer Viper Ultimate, I'm going to give this mouse an 8 out of 10. So as you guys could tell from my rankings of the bang for your buck factor, the best mouse on this list is going to be the glorious Model O Wireless. Once again, this is all in my opinion, and my opinion in terms of price, weight, and performance, but this mouse comes out at a 9 out of 10 bang for your buck level. This mouse also can ship very quickly. It's in a serious stock, so I would highly recommend that you guys try to purchase this mouse if you're looking to get a new one for competitive Fortnite. Glorious also makes a variety of other products like mouse bungees, mouse pads, and keyboards. So all in all, I think that the best mouse for competitive Fortnite is the glorious Model O Wireless. There are going to be links in the description for all of these 5 mice that I listed before. Alright guys, that is the video on the top 5 mice of Fortnite Season 5. If you did find it helpful, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more educational Fortnite content. Once again, check out my Twitter using the link in the description, and if you like this type of content, be sure to leave a comment letting me know that it helped you out. But that's about it for this video guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.